Hello. Welcome to some teaspoon action between Xeno and Dillan. I'm sure this will be a great one because these guys are pretty good. Saint, that's better pace than me, so I can't help you out there. I think Xena needs a bit of time to warm up, so we'll give them that time and should be fine. I have a bit of time. $690 trans, not bad. I wish I could do that. I've been able to max out again recently though. I got a couple 1.1s. The slump is over. Less washed. I think Xena's doing like, what was that, 18.5? Was it 18.6? $18.6. Xeno is known as a pretty good pre-kill screen player, and that's probably why. Dillan, one of the few fast tappers remaining that hasn't switched over to roll just yet. Probably will at some point, or not, who knows. Very nice 29 from Dillan. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say. We'll just wait until these guys are ready and we can get started. It's a bit of a last-minute restream, so wasn't expecting. Take this. Xeno just ping the server, and I was like, yeah, might as well. It's way more fun than a self restream, obviously. Xeno probably ready if Dillan is, so we'll just let Dillan finish a warm up real quick. And oh, Dillan's ready. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. So both players are ready, so we might as well get this started. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And Xeno not ready because they are sipping a drink real quick. There you go. Xeno's back and they're ready to play. You know, a player is made it big when they have to create an alt account to play matches, so that they don't damage their average viewer count. And Xeno is on an alt today. Xeno Phillips. Because Xeno too famous in the community. Way too many people watch Xeno. Calm down, man. Wish I could be like Xeno. Alright. Dillan, perfect start through 3 Tetrises so far. But gonna have to S flat and burn single. Imagine burning. Disgusting. Alright. Both players pretty clean start so far. Nice Shorion from Dillan. Which is the Corion adjustment, but the S and the Z. That's how I call it anyway. I don't think anyone else does, but I do. And there's another Tetris for Dillan. 138 for Dillan through 26 lines. Xeno at 118 through 26 lines, so a Tetris difference early out here. Nice 5 and below there for Dillan. Dillan pulling out all the adjustments. Very nice stacking. He's not even rolling. Had to get that one in there. Alright, Xeno 143, clean board. Dillan 186, a clean board. Expect this one to go all the way. Both players very accomplished players. Oh, an S flat as the bar came for Xeno. But gets another bar for the Tetris. Rolling the pieces over to the left and right sides. Just kind of looks effortless, especially in 18 when you have like literally no limits. Tetris there for Xeno, 236. Is now actually 2 Tetris behind Dillan. Oh, with that Tetris going to move to within 1. Xeno 259. Dillan with that Tetris going to go to 300,000 through 57 lines. So it's a pretty efficient start here for Dillan. Actually 60,000 points ahead. And Xeno avoiding the long bar dependency with that J piece, but then has to create a J piece dependency, but gets the J piece and gets the Tetris. Nice key tuck there for Dillan with the Tetris. 347 for Dillan halfway through 18, so potentially a very high transition here in game number 1. Xeno not too far behind at 288. And there's a Tetris 311. On a few tucks required from Xeno and doesn't get the spin of the J. And there's going to be some burning for Xeno, is going to slow them down. As Dillan is already at 392, and we'll be able to extend the lead here. Nice adjustment of the Z piece for the square. Doesn't do it with the second one because it was a bit high up and it'll be quite hard to react to that. Dillan takes the double and a Tetris, go to 419, and is actually 100,000 points ahead of Xeno right now. Xeno's burning. So Xeno could go for a left wall Tetris here, but decides to take the triple instead, or the delayed triple. Xeno gonna have to take a few extra burns. Dillan still clean, scoring Tetrises, 465 through 91 lines. Very nice pace here for Dillan. I said the word, so Dillan may or may not be jinxed. There's another Tetris. Doesn't look like it's affected him too much as Dillan is continuing to score without any issues on the board. Xeno almost accessed this center column. Oh, not Zempro, thanks for the follow. 266. Almost at 300, but almost there. That's the goal. Alright, Dillan's goal here is to like potentially PV off this, because this is a kind of nutty pace. Okay, it's a bit early to say PV, but it's a good pace nonetheless. Xeno at 361, Dillan Tetris is at 111 lines at 579, so this is a very good 18 from Dillan so far. Gonna have to put some weight on the right side though. It's gonna burn away at least 5 lines. And Dillan looking to try and keep it to just 5. And there's 5 lines burned for Dillan. 583. The next Tetris will put him over the 600,000 point mark with 3 Tetrises available. There's a Tetris with Xeno 431. Dillan Tetris it to 606 at 120 lines. And another Tetris for both players that time. Xeno 476, Dillan 629. Xeno 4 lines ahead as well, so that may work against them. Tetris into transitions for Xeno at 500,000. Not a terrible 18, but Dillan is just so far in front right now. 652, still with 1 line to go. And burns into transition, doesn't want to go too aggressive. 655 for Dillan. And now needs to get something to the left side. Doesn't want to let that 18 go to waste. And the mid-drop of the T-piece needs a long bar to the left side. Oh, and this is looking dangerous for Dillan. Dillan hanging pieces on the right side. I don't know how he's going to get anything over that. And this might be over for Dillan now immediately after the transition. And Dillan hangs the long bar on the right and tops out at 662. An amazing 18 followed by some terrible 19 for Dillan, unfortunately. So Xeno needs to get to 663 to chase down Dillan, and you're pretty much almost there already. Just a Tetris and a couple lines will do it for Xeno. And there's Tetris. A couple more burns for Xeno. 663. Okay, one more line will do it. Let's see how Xeno finishes off. Okay, that burn will do it for Xeno. Trying to go and finish this off with the Tetris. And there's the Tetris for Xeno. 693 is going to take game number 1. GG. Xeno very relieved that Dillan topped out there, because Dillan was on a monster pace from 18. Just unfortunately it all fell apart at the 19. But that happens to many of us. And Dillan falling victim to his own pace there. So Xeno up 1 game to nothing. And we have a ready from Dillan. That was a really nice game from Dillan. Just unfortunately he didn't make it to kill screen. If he made it to kill screen, that would have been a monster score, I think. Just so I think when you're on this crazy pace, you just can't adjust yourself to the 90 when it transitions. Like everything's going so well, and then it just falls apart. Alright, looks like Xeno's ready, so we can get game number 2 counted down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So, game number 2. Hopefully we see a game that goes all the way this time. Hopefully similar paces, because that was a pretty nutty game from Dillan. It's definitely shown what he's capable of. Seen Dillan play many times. Very capable of consistent max outs, 1.1s. And the Xeno definitely able to do that as well. Xeno very good pre-kill screen. I'm not sure how much they've been working on the post-kill screenplay. They seem to enjoy the efficiency more than lining out to level 75. I think most people would prefer efficiency over that anyway. Oh, and Dillan in a bit of a dig early on here. Nice flat burn with the long bar. And Dillan's going to be fine. Has that right side reopened. Takes a triple there. And Dillan finally gets the Tetris. 88,000 for Dillan. I think already can't beat the transition score that he got in the previous game. That's how efficient game number 1 was for Dillan. But it doesn't matter about crazy paces in tournament, just as long as you stay alive. And Dillan needs a T-piece. A couple of T-pieces to resolve that left side without burning, and he's not getting the T, so he's gonna have to take a few burns here. And there's a Tetris though in the midst of all that, and it tucks the square for the triple with the L. Very nicely done there for Dillan. If you're gonna burn, taking triples is not too bad, because you were gonna burn anyway, and it's more efficient than burning with the singles and doubles. Xeno in a bit of a burn as well. Dillan having the same square overhang on the left side that isn't getting resolved. So it's going to be some more burning for Dillan. But is able to get a Tetris. 167. Xeno 204. So Xeno maintaining a 2 Tetris lead here. About 2 Tetrises. Maybe 1 and a bit. And Xeno with another Tetris. As Dillan has to clean up. Oh, and he thought that L piece would burn, but it didn't. So he had to throw the Z piece back into the center. Oh, and an interesting J placement there for Dillan. Let's see how he works around that. Square and a J would be probably the optimal solve, and spins an L in there instead. And is not Tetris ready, so you're going to have to take a couple triples here. There's one triple, and there's another triple. few more burns required for Dillan. Xeno has a bit of a Z piece overhang that is going to require a few burns because there's some holes in the stack now for Xeno. Xeno at 278. It does have a pretty healthy lead over Dillan right now, who's at 193. There's a Tetris for Dillan on road 2 to go to 215, and now Xeno with a bit of burning to do here. Like a J piece for a nice triple. Gets the J piece for the triple. If ever you saw a nice triple, that was it. Okay, now Xeno with a bit of an awkward build here. Okay, nice Z and 8, 9, 10. That move is actually really good. But because people don't like to burn, they never do it. Okay, there's a Tetris for Xeno. Takes a Tetris there instead of filling in the long bar dependency. Cheese would probably be unhappy about that, but it's not Cheese playing, it's Xeno playing. And Xeno does have the lead, 338 to Dillan's 307. So Dillan has able to catch up slightly, but that S piece placement is not the best for Dillan because it's going to have to cause a couple burns. And has a long bar dependency, but gets a long bar immediately. And that Z burn is going to be perfect for the right side. And Dillan now Tetris ready, just waiting on the long bar to score. Xeno scores a Tetris 365. Gets another to go to 367. Dillan also gets one to go to 332. So looking at probably both players hitting a 500k transition here, which is not too bad, especially after the burning both players have been going through. It just shows you how many burns you can take and still get 500k transition. But even then, there's some days where you just can't get 500k transitions. Maybe that's just me though, because I suck. That's why I'm not playing in Tetris for semi-pros. Alright, Dillan with a long bar dependency in the center, but has a Tetris well that has created it into a Tetris well, and gets the dirty Tetris for the purple transfer, and gets another Tetris to move within just 10,000 points of Xeno. Xeno at 439, Dillan 426. Skill issue, true rhubarb. I agree. Or should I call you Andreas? Because that's the actual name. I feel like I pronounce it wrong though, but like, it's okay. It's fine. Was it Lithuanian, right? Should probably polish up my Lithuanian pronunciations. Right, Dillan transitions at 454. Gets a Tetris to get to 478. Xeno transitions up high at 465. Needs a long bar. Gets a Tetris, a very dirty one. And Dillan gets a Tetris as well. Xeno continuing to build on row 3. Where's the long bar for Xeno? Gets the long bar for the Tetris. Get to 515. Is actually behind in the score now by about 10,000 points, after having the lead most of the way through 18. Alright, gets another dirty Tetris there for Xeno. And this board not looking too good for Xeno now. Dillan slams down the Tetris. Xeno, really jagged board, needs a lot of good pieces. Gets a couple squares, a nice double with the S piece. Okay, Xeno is working this out. Nice double there. And on Dillan's stack, needs a J piece. Xeno's getting out of their situation. Dillan though. Let's see how Dillan fixes this. Gets a long bar for the double with like an S piece. Gets a square to the left. S piece comes a piece too late. Gets a double with the Z piece. Okay, Dillan. Oh, those Z pieces not great. But he's not dead yet. Oh, and overtaps the L piece, and Dillan's board cuts off the left side. Dillan's got to top out at 600,000, and Xeno with the lead at 617 is good for game number 2. GG. Dillan is not seeing the pieces very well right now, and I guess that could be a bit of an issue because you need to see the pieces to play well. POV, you're rooting for the person playing Tetris right now. I agree. It is alright, not quite correct, but very fine with me. You need to teach me how to pronounce, since I'm the only one that says it apparently. Hello, Mackie. Are these people playing Tetris right now? No, they're playing Call of Duty. It's so I don't get ads. Oh, Xeno, how considerate of you. Xeno's so famous that they get ads on their main channel. Yeah. Alright, both players are ready, so let's get game number 3 counted down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, not having an ult to not have ads is pretty good. But then Xeno's so famous that the ult is probably gonna get followers and have ads anyway. Oh no, wait, but then you have to have a affiliate to have ads, right? So maybe I'm just chatting out my ass, which I do a lot. A lot of things I say never make any sense. But that's why we're here, for entertainment, not for watching Tetris, right? POV can't watch the stream because you're going to the lake. Touching grass? Ill? Disgusting. Alright. Bye bye, Mackie. See you later. Next time, maybe. In the future. Sometime. Alright, Xeno is 69,000. Hey now, Dillan 91,200 points. So just the score you'd have if you went perfect through 4 Tetrises, which is exactly what Dillan has done. And there's another Tetris for Dillan, 136. Xeno 115. Not doing too bad themselves. Oh, and misdrop of the T for Dillan. Only needs 1 burn though. Okay, now could do with the long bar and a T spot. Gets the long bar. Where's the T? Oh, goes for the S spuck instead and creates a long bar dependency with the long bar on the left side. Okay, now give Dillan a long bar for that dependency. Is it gonna give it to him? Absolutely not, because RNG's a troll. Nice T double there though. And Xeno's gonna be allowed to take the lead here, as Dillan is getting droughted with a single long bar dependency on the board, and is still getting droughted and has another long bar dependency still. And just guessed wrong with that T piece, because now this is looking pretty dangerous for Dillan. Still long bar dependent. Finally got a long bar, but it just didn't help in that situation. Okay, gets a long bar to the left, and Dillan still in need of a long bar, just getting squares. Gets a long bar, gets it over into column 2. Okay, and Dillan trying to avoid another long bar dependency here. Okay, gets that T double. Dillan, oh, the terribly timed long bar again for Dillan. Not great. Not what he wants. Come on, game, give him something good that he can use. Okay, long bar flat there. Has the original long bar dependency open, and just has to cover it. It's just not working out for Dillan right now, these burns. Okay, gets a double and finally gets a long bar to fill the dependency in. That took about 40 lines to fill in, because RNG was just not being very kind to Dillan. And all this burning from Dillan, who's burning again, has actually fallen 169,000 points behind. Xeno 369. Hey now, Dillan at 200k. Dillan in need of a J piece, doesn't get it. It's just terrible timing of all these pieces for Dillan. Dillan needs a Z piece, gets the Z piece, has 3 more lines of burning to do, as he has a bit of weight on the right side. 1 more burn will finally open the right side, and hopefully Dillan doesn't get droughted again. Gets the Tetris after a very long fight with RNG. Now Dillan still needs a few pieces, now has a long bar dependency again. But this time he gets it pretty much immediately, so RNG taketh, RNG giveth away. No, that's not it. I don't know what the quote is, I've just completely forgot. My mind's gone blank, whatever. It's not important. Anyways. It's giveth and taketh away, that's what I was looking for. Anyways, Xeno at 471, Dillan at 280. So Dillan almost 200,000 points behind after that very long dig sequence. Xeno this time on a very solid 18 game, 517 through 104 lines, and a good time to have it as well in game 3, which would allow Xeno to take the set if they win. And there's another Tetris, Xeno 540. Xeno's stacking on level 18 is actually really good. I would recommend watching if you don't already. But I wouldn't be surprised if you already watched Xeno, because Xeno is big enough to have ads. Did you know that? Alright, Xeno, nice double there. That was really slick. And the long bar to follow to fill in the dependency as well. And then gets the Tetris out of it too. 587 for Xeno. Dillan gonna transition with the 400k most likely here. Gets the Tetris, get to 418. 2 Tetrises to go. Xeno 610 with 2 Tetrises to go. Tetris there for Dillan, 441. Xeno Tetris ready. And just waiting on the long bar. Dillan transitions at 465. Has a lot of work to do to try and catch this. Tetris there for Dillan, 489. Oh, and Xeno running into a bit of trouble right at the transition. Gets a perfectly timed long bar and transitions at 636. Oh, and now Xeno's turn to be in trouble with a high transition. But Xeno is able to dig out of this, has the potential to, and Xeno is digging out of this. Okay, perfect A piece. Flinging these pieces to the left and the right. Okay, nice burn there. Perfect Z piece. Okay, long bars all the way to the left side. Okay, oh, and Xeno in trouble now. Xeno needs a long bar. Gets a long bar on column 4. Oh my god, Xeno. Oh my god, it's not going to be it though. Xeno tops out 652. Pretty much mirror image of Dillan's game number 1, topping out on level 20 after a very nice 600k transition. So Dillan, you need to get to 653. That's the target score for Dillan. Oh my god, and Dillan hangs the L piece and didn't get the Tetris. And Dillan in trouble. Needs a long bar right now. And Dillan tops out at 562. And couldn't chase down Xeno's score after that misdrop L piece and the loss of tap on that long bar. And Dillan is going to be swept by Xeno. Xeno can't believe it. An unfortunate ending there for Dillan. Unfortunately, not Dillan's best showing tonight. It's okay, Dillan. We have games like that. Please raid Svavar. If you can tell me how to spell his Twitch username, I'll gladly do that. It's like Sniker Nocco or something, and I don't know how to spell it. And I don't have Twitch open either. Let me open Twitch on my phone. Sniker Mocco. Yeah, there you go, that's the one. I knew it was Sniker Mocco, I just had no idea how to spell it. Alright. Thanks Xeno, thanks Dillan for playing, and thanks to everybody here for watching. This is the Tetris for really good players tournament. And hopefully I'll do more in the future. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.